So here we go. Should be a good one. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Defense is not an option for these two. There is not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
That counter shot lands. And he scores with the counter. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. No rest for the weary. Nice cap. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Get out there. Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your time up. Go out. Just take the round off.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. This counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. You'd like to see more jabs. A perfect counter shot. That counter shot lands. And he misses with that straight left. Beautiful counter punch. He misses with that straight left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working. The bell rings and we start the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close.
Oh, my God, Johnny! Uh-oh, Martin in big trouble here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. A perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here. There's the bell for round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. They block the jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. He misses with that straight left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter shot lands. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Catch and shoot. perfect counter lands. They exchange punches. Good counter punching. Good counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Very close round with 10 seconds. Hold it right there. Usyk. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. This is the beginning of round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. It's bombs away. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swing and a miss with that hook. Well done with that counter shot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Catch and shoot. They exchange punches. Beautiful. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Get your breath back. Switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight. Now you
Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of that jab, and then just start gathering your pace, win this round back. Take away that confidence. Stop him in his track.
And there's the bell to start round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He misses with that straight left. They exchange punches. A perfect counter lands. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw. And Martin is down! A big head bad shot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Charles Martin that last round. He's been knocked down, but there's the bell to start round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That counter shot lands. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. And we enter the ninth. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Oh, that one got Martin good. And finally, Charles Martin's on the canvas. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Got to waste time. Step behind the ref.
And it's okay to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
6, 7, 8.
Well, Usyk might go down here. What an upset. Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
That's lights out right there.
Very close round with 10 seconds. Hold it right there. We've never seen Oleksandr Usyk hurt like this before. The unified heavyweight champion is down. Let's see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, you're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.